You're coming with me to Elusia Isle.
Eoren! This isn't... We didn't want this! You said we could be together! We trusted you!
I had to, Val. But her sacrifice won't be in vain. I promise you.
I am relieved that Undine has been rescued.
All's well that ends well. We can let you know once we get back.
Yes. Let us return to the capital.
Let's plan our next move. Hinna, what's wrong? You were spacing out. Were you hurt?
Oh, no, nothing like that. You did your duty and protected me.
All in a day's work. Leave it to me from here on out, Hinna.
I'm counting on you, Val.
I have to fulfill my duty as the Soul Guard. You're mine! One more! Okay! They weren't so tough.
My life is mine to live. Val, what should I do?
Pardon me, Hinna, but you seem a bit pale. Perhaps we should pause to rest?
Oh, no, I'm fine, really. Thank you, Palomina. I should have bothered the others. Better keep my worries to myself for now.
Take this!
Get away!
Okay!
Go! Looks like I powered up.
You've returned!
Father, you're all right.
Once the water in the capital began flowing as usual, they cleared me of all charges. I was told that Passar is on the run, but we can consider this case closed.
Father, I would like to introduce my travel companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the convoy of alms, and to see Mew again, Morley Alm of the Moon. You look surprised. Don't you know that nothing escapes these ears of mine? For my part, I hope the rest of Mew Alms and Mew Honorable Soul Guard will take good care of Morley and Palomina.
Your Majesty, I'm so happy to hear that you've announced your appointment as the Alm of Water. What do you mean by that? Well, Queen Palomina told me in no uncertain terms to keep her status as the Alm a secret.
Usually, the Alm is named with a ceremony by the fountain. It's a big deal. Without the public announcement, everyone assumed that the Alm wasn't chosen yet.
She begged and pleaded with me not to tell anyone. I couldn't tell her no.
I apologize for my unwillingness, Fairy.
Sounds like the Queen's got a stubborn streak.
Of course, Undine. Your Majesty, Undine has judged you worthy. Water-wise Queen Palamina, by the grace of the Goddess of Mana, I name you the Alm of Water.
It would be my privilege. I promise to ensure the continued prosperity of Illystana by fulfilling my duty as the Alm. Now then, my fellow Alms, I believe we have a journey to complete.
The alms of light and darkness should arrive in Illystana shortly. Until then, you all have time to enjoy the capital. See the sights, try the local delicacies.
We still get to stay in our rooms at the palace, right?
Woohoo!
Why do I have to go to the inn?
Aw, poor baby.
I'm not a baby. I just wanted to stay together. Oh well, I'll try and be on my best behavior for the queen.
There is no need to go out of your way. From now on, I am simply Palamina, Alm of Water. Ian, I know that with you on the throne, our kingdom will flourish.
I will not let you down.
I know you will not. I am afraid that I must leave Ian's ascension in your paws, Niccolo.
My debt will be repaid with interest, Your Majesty.
I believe our promise is no longer in peril.
I suppose that I might need more instruction on how to govern a kingdom after all.
Looking forward to it, Your Highness.
And so, the queen was named the Alm. A rare occurrence, but it just goes to show that anyone in the world might be bestowed the honor of joining the pilgrimage, no matter their upbringing. Each Alm is chosen based on their own merits. Will I have the chance to ask Fairy the reason why she chose me?
Wonder who the Alms of Light and Darkness will be. They're coming by boat, so I guess we can leave as soon as they arrive. Better make sure we're prepared, just in case. What's Hinna up to at the palace? We haven't spent this long apart since we left Tiania. She might be lonely by herself in a strange new place. That settles it. I'll go check on her. So Hinna and the others are in the palace.
The Alms probably have real fancy rooms at the palace for the night. It's late, but maybe I can still try the front entrance? Whatever. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Taking this? Her room's gotta be around here, right? There's someone there.
What's Val up to, I wonder?
Heya! Hinna! It's just me!
Val?
I figured you might be lonely, so I wanted to check and make sure everything's okay.
Oh, you thought I was the lonely one? But you weren't lonely at all, right?
No, of course not. In fact, I was busy making plans for the trip.
Ah, yes, the picture of Soul Guard preparedness.
That's right.
Joking aside, I realized I'm more weak-willed than I thought.
Hinna?
If I'm being completely honest, I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Completing my duty as the alm and sacrificing my soul. It's terrifying. When we set out on this journey, I hadn't really thought about the consequences of becoming the alm. Of what I'd really be giving up. I never questioned my role before. It's ingrained in our traditions, after all. Our purpose in this world has always been to continue our way of life. The alms are how we protect the future. But now, after traveling to all these exotic locations and meeting so many different people, both good and bad, I realized... Never mind. I'm probably overthinking it.
Ow!
Oh!
What's up?
Eoren!
Sorry for eavesdropping. Can I ask? If you two could be together forever, would you? Continue living your lives as you are now, until you both grow old and gray. If you never want to let each other go, I can make that happen. I can show you a future free of the alms sacrifice. If you trust me, come to the pier by the market before sunrise. I'll be waiting.
No more alms. Do you think a future without sacrifices is possible?
But what'll happen to us and our mission?
I want to hear what Eoren has to say.
Hinna?
Okay, let's go talk to Eoren. Do you remember when we were kids and I got hopelessly lost just outside of the village?
Oh, yeah. Once I noticed you were gone, I ran out to search for you. When I found you, you were crying, which made me cry.
I know you must have been scared, but it meant a lot that you came to look for me anyway.
Of course, Hinna. Even when we were little, I didn't want to be apart from you.
Me too. Val, I've always...
Hinna?
Never mind. I can wait until after we meet up with Eoren.
We left without telling anybody. Do you think we should have included the rest of the group in this? They're alms too.
True, but it's already late. And I know that Karina, for one, was exploring the palace from top to bottom. I bet she's fast asleep by now. Also, I get the feeling that everyone else has already come to terms with their role as alms. But I just can't. I don't want to have to give all of this up. I want to keep living my life. And now that I've realized that, I know that what I really want is to stay here and keep making memories with you, Val. It's silly, but I don't want the others to see how selfish I've become. How unworthy I am to be an alm.
Don't say that! You were personally chosen by an elemental spirit. You'll make a fantastic alm of fire.
Thanks, Val. That does actually make me feel better.
You're not the only selfish one. I wish I could keep traveling with you forever. Not to the Mana Tree, just anywhere. And everywhere. But I don't know how much stock we can put in Oren's plan. If there's no other choice, I think it's our duty to see this pilgrimage through.
Agreed. I accepted the title, and I will do what needs to be done. But I'd like to know our options first. You know, you're a pretty good soul guard, Val. I was scared to talk about how I was feeling. I thought maybe the others, or even you, Val, might be disappointed in me.
Hinna, nothing you say would ever make me think less of you. And I know the rest of the convoy feels the same. They'd listen to what you have to say.
You're right. I'll talk to everyone when we get back.
But first, we gotta hear Eoren out. Yes! This is kind of exciting. Nice!
Good. You're willing to take a chance on me.
We want to hear you out, at least. What is it that you plan to do? How can you make it so that alms aren't needed? Won't the world fall to ruin if the alms don't sacrifice their souls to the Mana Tree and replenish the depleted mana power?
It won't. I'm going to change the unjust laws of fate that rule this world of ours. I can fix it all, and the world will be better for it. For people like Hinna and Liza.
Liza? You mean like Liza?
It figures you'd know her. She was a soul guard from Tiania like you. After she completed her mission, we settled down together. She's the love of my life.
Oh, we heard she got married, but didn't know who her partner was.
Is she okay? Where is she?
She's around. Still in Guju, actually. 4 years ago, she was named the Alm of Earth.
Liza became an alm? But didn't disaster befall Guju?
Just because the village was destroyed doesn't mean everyone was lost. But living on the edge of a knife, waiting for fate to strike you down is no life at all. I need your help to change this world for good.
So, why ask the two of us?
Any alm would be fine, but I don't know. When I look at you two, I see a lot of me and Liza in you. That's why I need you both to help me. What do you say? Want to change the world?
I want to see the future that Val and I can make together.
Sounds like I'm at your service, Eoren.
I knew I could count on the pair of you. Hop aboard and let me show you what I found.
Did something happen to Liza and Guchu?
These days, she has a hard time moving. And it seems that she's still considered the alm of our village, even after all these years. But I just can't let her go to the Mana Tree.
Where are you taking us?
A small island with a place called Reignus Shrine, where we can perform the ritual.
What ritual?
It's a ritual that allows another person to borrow the life energy of an alm.
That sounds dangerous. Will this ritual hurt Hinna in any way?
Everything will work out. Using the power of a person chosen by the elementals, I can make it so the alms won't have to sacrifice themselves, just like in the past.
Oh, you mentioned something about that on the Prim. Is that why you're traveling the world right now?
Yep, I've been searching everywhere for a way to fix things. I'd be willing to do just about anything as long as it's for Liza. And that's how I happened upon the two of you.
What's that?
That is Reigmus Shrine. It was built back in the time of Fadiel to honor the elementals and give thanks to the spirits. The elemental spirits are more in tune with things like this altar, so it's a good place to perform this ritual. I'm gonna head straight for the altar and get things set up. The terrain is a bit tricky here, so watch your step.
Careful, Hinna. It really is hard to keep your footing here.
Thanks, Val. Such a mysterious place we found ourselves in. Each breath of air feels so crisp and clean. The breeze is nice too. Val, I figured out what I really want. I want to go back to Tiania. With you. I want to hear the rumbles of our volcano as we go about our lives. Smiling, laughing, enjoying each other. Is that selfish of me?
Hinna, of course it's not. I want the same thing. That's the whole reason I came here.
Really? You too? Then I'm glad it's not just me.
Taking this?
Let's get started. Go stand in the center of the altar.
Hinna, good luck.
Not so fast. You too, Val.
What? Me?
This ritual allows someone to borrow another's life force, remember? Hinna needs your support physically to hold her up.
I'd rather you were with me anyway, Val. Please.
Well, okay. Is it weird that standing up here makes me nervous?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not nervous. I'm with you. And we'll be together from here on out.
Lam ratila kon yuila mila raila fonil zara seki shakri fukri jadila roto lazula tura lola lazul
Hang on.
mula shuzra kula rela.
Eoren, what are you doing? This feels like...
You've got it, Val. This ritual is actually used to draw out the abilities of people with particular powers. In other words, you. You, Val, can reduce living things to their essence. Their core stones.
Into what?
When Liza told me about this little boy from her village who could crystallize monsters, I figured she was kidding. It sounded like a silly myth. But once I saw you in action, I realized you might be the answer I've been searching for. All I needed was the ritual in order to use your powers. And now, I'll have the core stone of an alm. With it, I'll be one step closer to accomplishing what I set out to do. Hinna! You're coming with me to Elusia Isle.
Eoren! This isn't... We didn't want this! You said we could be together! We trusted you!
I had to, Val. But her sacrifice won't be in vain. I promise you.
Val...
Hinna! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean to do this. It's all my fault. If I didn't have these stupid powers, you'd be...
I always thought we'd get married and have lots of children. You'd grow into a wise old man, and I'd be by your side through the years. That was the future I wanted for us.
Hinna, no!
What does not wait for a lifetime, even if the light of my soul should fade? This love of ours we would never trade, no matter what. Close your eyes, your lips, I'm a memory, a distant thought, yearning to be free, a whisper at your fingertips, now and for always, now and for always, now and for
My, that is quite the quandary.
Turned into a core stone? I had noticed when monsters transformed into rocks during fights, but I didn't know it was your doing, Val.
You're sitting here feeling sorry for yourself. But Eoren isn't the only one to blame for this fiasco.
I know.
You know? Like you know that it's your whole job to prevent things like this from happening, Mr. Soulguard?
Karina, is this really the time?
No. She's right. I have no right to call myself a soul guard.
You won't even stand up for yourself? Pathetic!
How should we proceed?
What do you mean? You all still have a duty to fulfill at the Mana Tree. And Val is still charged with protecting the alms along the way. That hasn't changed. With the loss of the Alm of Fire, the village of Tiania is in grave danger. The longer you hesitate, the wider the damage may spread.
But how can I possibly make it to the mana tree when I can't even protect a single person?
Where do you think you're going?
Karina, leave him be. I know how you feel, but you're only pouring salt into the wound at this point.
Oh, come on, Morley. Don't tell me you're not mad at Val, too.
Of course I am. But yelling at him now won't help. He should have talked to us before taking Hinna on this fool's errand. But what's done is done.
I just don't get it. How could this have happened to Hinna?
We received word this morning that Dorfer volcano is active. The extent of the damage is not yet known. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure, so goes the saying. The village is vulnerable.
What about Val? If he quits, will we have to make the pilgrimage to the mana tree on our own?
A complex conundrum to be sure. I do not think it wise to withdraw with Val in this state.
Perhaps I can make Val see reason. All he needs is a nudge in the right direction. Leave this to me. Consider it payment from your assistance with my wrongful imprisonment.
Father knows what he's doing. Let him try.
Yeah, well, maybe you can knock some sense into that thick head of his.
He's suffered enough as it is. I doubt he could handle another blow to his mind or body after what he's been through.
I have a duty to the rest of the alms. They need protection. They need me. But how can I protect everyone when I'm the reason Hinna... And how do I even face them? I wish none of this had ever happened.